Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday morning, the Monday before Christmas. Merry Christmas week. It's winter solstice. It's the shortest day of the year, the shortest daylight day, I should say. We still have 24 hours. Last night, we went to visit Madison at the ice cream shop that she works at, and it was like, Scott was like, do you still want to go visit Madison tonight? And I'm like, oh my God, I totally forgot. It's like when it gets dark, I just go into like evening bedtime mode. And when it's 4:30 in the afternoon, and then we're like driving through downtown Vancouver at 6 o'clock at night, and I'm like, in the summertime we'd go for like an hour and a half walk down here along the waterfront and through downtown and everything, and it's like I wouldn't even think of doing it when it's so dark out. It's just the seasons are crazy. Okay, I'm just being weird. Anyways, today I was going to talk about when you let go, you get to your goals faster. And I know this is like a big, like, how does that even work? If I want to get somewhere and then I just let it go and stop working towards it, how am I going to get to it faster? This Facebook one more. There we go. So the reason that you do that, and I'm just going to give an example. Let's say you have $50,000 worth of debt. So every time you get something new, or, like right now we're all buying gifts. Well, most of us are. And you have that guilt, like, oh, I really can't afford this. I should really be putting this towards my debt. And so when you have that $50,000 worth of debt, you have that guilt every time you buy a gift, or we really need a new car, or I got to take the dog to the vet, or I really want that necklace, or I need some new craft supplies, whatever it is. And you have that underlying guilt. But at the same time, your goal is to make $20,000 a month. So you start your day off, using the law of attraction to your advantage. So you're doing your affirmations. I, Shelly, am so happy and grateful now that I have, that I'm attracting $20,000 per month or more into my life continuously. It's so amazing. I close my eyes and I imagine what it's like. Like, it's so great. I can go on vacation several times a year. I drive the car I want because I can afford the car payment. We live in a really nice house. We can send the kids to whatever club sport or, private lessons that they need. Whatever, like we got this. It's so great to live on this level of 20 grand a month. And then you go out into the world and like, okay, what do I have to do today? I got to finish Christmas shopping. So you go Christmas shopping, and every time you buy something, you're like, oh, but my mom really deserves that, or my kids really want that. Like, that's the one thing they asked for that they really wanted. And then you spend that money, and the whole time you're spending that money, you're just like, ugh. So how do you let go of $50,000 worth of debt? You set up a payment plan. You set up a payment plan, whether it's Dave Ramsey or any other. Like, I just think of Dave Ramsey because a lot of people follow him, but there's so many ways. There are actually businesses out there that you can pay a small amount to, and credit repair services that will talk to your creditors and your collections and all that, and they will set up payment plans for all of these, and you can just dump the $150 a month or whatever it is, the $1,000 a month, whatever it is, into that fund, and know that all that stuff's going to get paid for, whether you're doing it yourself or whether you're doing it through some sort of service. That's being taken care of. So then when you go out into the world and you're making those purchases, you don't have that guilt anymore because you already know that's being taken care of. So that's letting it go, is setting up certain situations where you can let it go. And I'm just going to give another example with money, because money is really important right now. A lot of people are out of work. A lot of people are spending a lot of money because it's, Christmas. So it's just a subject that I'm on right now. So a few years ago, our goal as a family was to have $1,000 in savings all the time. Like, it was just a good fallback. And again, Dave Ramsey, I don't follow his system, but I've definitely like taken note of some of his things. And one of the things he tells you to do right off the bat is to get $1,000 in the bank, whatever it takes. Like, make minimum payments, eat at home as cheaply as possible for a month or so you can get that $1,000 in your savings account, and then you move on from there to the other things. Well, what does that $1,000 in your savings account do? It helps you relax and let go about money, because you know, if the car needs a new tire, or the dog needs to go to the vet, or the kids need to buy the yearbook, or you need to, go get your hair done. For some people, that's a real necessity. It's there. It's there to fall back on, so you can relax about it. We started doing that. We started putting money in the bank, in the savings, and it happened when we switched our attitude about money. It just happened. Like, all this money, it was like we weren't really earning any more money, but it was just happening, and it was amazing. But as soon as that first $1,000 went into the bank, it just grew and grew and grew. And it actually, we ended up having tens of thousands of dollars in the bank. And it's just amazing what that does, because it lets you relax. If you are living paycheck to paycheck and hand to mouth, and then you can't let go of that because it's your reality. Like, oh my God, the car has a flat tire. I don't have any extra funds to pay for that. But I'm supposed to think positive about it, so I'm just going to pretend that I don't need it. But deep down, I'm just like on this guilt trip because it's Christmas time and I got to buy stocking stuffers, and, my kiddo wants blah, blah, blah video game and whatever. So when you have that $1,000 in the bank, it's there to fall back on. So when you get that flat tire, that you can spend easily $150, $200 on a new tire if that's what it takes. I am personally a bargain shopper, so I would find the best deal. But I'm saying it's possible, and it helps you relax because you're not on a constant guilt trip about spending money. And this works in all ways. Always. So let's say you want a partner in life. You want a significant other, a spouse, a husband, a wife, whatever it is. You want someone to be there to share your life with on an intimate level. But every time you think about it, you're thinking about all the past relationships that went bad and how you gave everything you had, and they decided they didn't want to be with you and how horrible it was. So every time you try to attract that, you automatically go back to the past and all that crap. So again, you do your affirmations, blah, 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 and then you go out into the world and say you're, at lunch with some coworkers, and some, Julie invites her, nephew because he's here in town, and to the lunch because that was the only time she could see him. And you're just like, ooh, he's super cute. He's single. He's my age. He's successful. And then you just be like, but what? He's not going to, it's long distance. You just start fretting about everything instead of just going, it is what it is. It's amazing. If he's attracted to me, I'm obviously attracted to him, and I'm just going to let it go. And how do you get to that point of letting go in relationships? You get happy with yourself. So instead of obsessing about this other person that can make you complete and make your life wonderful, as a person that's been married for 25 years and with the same person for 27 years, it's not all bliss. It's amazing, and it gets better and better when you work at it, but it's constant work. Just like your relationship with your kids or your mom or your cousin or your coworkers is constant work. You have to constantly be reanalyzing things and talking things over and blah, blah, blah. But you get happy with yourself. You know that that person's not going to complete you, but they could complement you. They could complement their life. Oh, what are these guys doing? The neighbors are out looking at stuff. Anyways, nosy neighbor here. When you get happy with yourself, number one, you don't put up with any nonsense. And number two, you know that that person is just going to come into your life to complement your life, not to complete it. So you let go of that idea that you need someone there to complete your life, because you don't. You are the only one that can make you happy. Will that other person sometimes make you happy? Yeah, but they'll sometimes totally disappoint you. So, and you'll disappoint yourself, but you know that's on you. You can't blame anybody else but yourself. So get happy with yourself. Do you want to go take guitar lessons? Do you want to change jobs? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to dress better? Do those things. Turn yourself into your own happiness. And then when that person comes along, it just happens naturally, and it's not this huge struggle. So you've let go of that. Let go of that idea. No one's going to complete your life except for you. So you just keep, who's watching? Oh, Mick is watching. Hi, Mick. So you just keep letting go of these things. Like, you know, with money, you set up the debt payoff so you don't have to worry about it. You get that $1,000 in the savings account so you don't have to worry about it. And then you can let go. When you go out there and, you know, spend a bunch of money on that video game for your kid for Christmas, you don't have the underlying guilt of, I should be paying off that money. No, because it's already being done. That's one of the things that I think Bob Proctor in The Secret said. You know, set up a debt repayment plan, and then go out and get abundantly wealthy, because you don't have to worry about that anymore. That's the part of letting go. Because when you're constantly putting out there, well, I can't be abundant until this is paid off. I can't be abundant until I have this money in the savings account. Then just do that. And you can start out with $10 in your savings account every week or every paycheck. That's all it takes. Just start out with something. And then you know that you're putting that in there. I put $20 in my savings account so I don't feel bad about buying this video game for my kid for Christmas. And if you're still feeling bad about that, get better and better at saving. So anyways, letting go of things, being able to let go of things is huge. Right now, I'm struggling so hard with my weight and my eating, and I'm not able to let go of it yet. I keep trying to let go of it. I do intermittent fasting, so I only eat from like between 10 and noon till about 4 to 6 in the evening. That's my eating window. And I'm really good at that. I'm getting really good at that again. But I'm still just eating crap and just gorging myself with junk food. Not all the time, but I'm trying to get better and better at it. But I'm having a hard time letting go. So what do I need to do? I need to set myself up to eat better. So I need to make a salad in the morning so it's just ready to roll. I need to be nicer and more forgiving to myself and know that I look great. I look great. I've had 2 kids. I'm almost 50. Like, it's okay for me to look the way I do. And as I get happier and happier with myself and get better and better at letting go of feeling like I need to look like I did when I was 20, I will eat and feel and exercise better. Am I still struggling with it? Yeah. We're all always struggling with something. There's very few people that are totally enlightened. And it's okay. This is what we're here for. We are a soul on one end and an ego human on the other. And it's okay. We're supposed to mix that up. We're supposed to have those experiences. So I've noticed that my voice and the video are off on YouTube. So hopefully that's not coming through. But okay, I'm going to go. So do your best to let go of those goals, put them out there, then set them up so they can run smoothly, and then let go and go have fun and watch how fast they come. Okay, have a great day. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the thumbs up, and have a great day. Bye.